battle of backyard legends and promising new pros carry on the Southern tradition of slinging sauce and trash talk, rubbing ribs and irritating egos. More than mere smoking chickens and partying with the pig in the pines, come on and get baptized in the cotton-picking cooking culture. A roaring rowdy fight to the finish for the coveted Governor's Cup down in Sweet Home, Alabama.
I'm Lisa Blackwell, and this is Bama-Q. We're here at the World Food Championship in Orange Beach, Alabama, where there's more on the menu than just barbecue. Several of the Bama-Q teams are competing in multiple food categories. We're following pitmaster Shane Draper in sandwich, Suzanne Burton in burger, Tina Cannon in the Cowboy Charcoal Women's Fire and Ice, and 4 barbecue teams in the IBCA barbecue competition. Everyone's fired up. Let's see who can win the ultimate food fight.
We're one of the first rounds to cook today. We're going to do the sandwich category, and we had to bring in a team to help out. We have my wife, Megan. Of course, you guys know Big Ben. And then since it's Veterans Day weekend, my buddy Jason, who's a fellow Navy vet. So we got to throw down with 2 sandwiches today. The first one's a muffaletta. Second one, we're going to do a Nashville hot chicken sandwich on waffles. We're making homemade waffles inside a kitchen stadium, and we're going to see how it all falls out. Hopefully, we make that top 10.
Beautiful track set.
Yeah, it is. 15 minutes total. We got plenty of time, plenty of time. Don't rush. There you go, one of each color, perfect. And actually, Ben, if you want to take that whole tray, stick it underneath that lid just for a second, melt that cheese down, real good. I think that would nail it, man.
Okay, we got less than a minute here.
Little drizzle golden bold, onion straws, that's it. We're gonna smush it a little bit. A muffaletta is a smush sandwich, so we're gonna come down a little bit.
Right in here, blue table, sir. Thank you so much.
In the first round, Shane's chicken and waffle sandwich was a hit with the judges, landing him in first place. In the second round, Shane had a fried onion problem that left him fried, and he came in at 7th place.
Today I'm going to cook for y'all some mojo style dry-aged compart pork chops. Mojo is from South America. You see it a lot in Cuba. It's a sour orange and garlic marinade. It's available in most grocery stores, even out here where I live in the boonies. Pretty simply, you're going to season your pork chops with some salt and pepper. I like a lot of pepper because I like spicy. So we're going to pour some olive oil on top and place it in the bag. And depending on how many pork chops that you cook, you'll fill the bag where it's coated very well with the mojo. You can see that's covered. So I've got some sweet Vidalia onions. Here's my secret, tangerine juice. And I'm gonna put the peel, everything all in there. And the juice of a half of a lime. And about a teaspoon of garlic. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for 1 hour to marinate, kind of keep turning it while you heat your grill up to 350. Our Compart Duroc dry-aged pork chops mojo style are complete. They were on the smoker for about 30 minutes at 350. I've let them rest for 10 minutes and the internal temperature is now 160. Look how juicy that is. I'm gonna garnish them with some cilantro and onions, salt and pepper. And I've roasted the tangerines, little juice. And let's cut one and see. Perfect every time.
Coming up, Suzanne sizzles in burger and Tina turns up the heat in fire and ice.
The best gourmet pork with superior tenderness and mouth-watering flavor comes from Compart Family Farms. With over 50 years of select breeding, Compart Duroc pork has become the universal choice for barbecue champions. They offer a full range of cuts online with direct delivery to your home. Buy direct at CompartDuroc.com and use their cooking tips and recipes to enjoy juicy, healthy pork. There is a difference. Buy direct at CompartDuroc.com and enjoy.
Grilla Grills are built to deliver great championship barbecue flavor. The original Grilla turned the industry on its head by featuring a unique airflow that enhanced barbecue smoke flavor, creating a style like no other. The classic silverback wood pellet smoker delivers a rich wood flavor evenly across a large cooking surface for a quick meal. And don't forget Kong, a versatile ceramic Komodo grill, ideal for grilling, smoking, baking, and roasting. Buy direct at GrillaGrills.com.
Authentic is what you're made of. It's what drives everything you do, everything you create. Being authentic is not what you tell people about yourself. Authentic is what others see you do. In every situation, no compromise. Timber Creek, made from the best local grains and fruit, selected for quality and crafted with care to create the very taste of authenticity.
Out with Burger today, right?
I am. Suzanne and I are cooking burger. I've never cooked with Suzanne before, but we've done some test cooks and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but it's going to be hectic.
I've got an awesome team today. I've got my aunt, Miranda, and I've also got Ron Stevens from Fat, Drunk, and Stupid. So I'm really stoked about the whole process. You know, I wanted to try something different than just barbecue.
But tell me what you're cooking today.
Well, the first thing we have to do is actually a structured build, which is the Juicy Lucy. So we're using Bo Jackson burgers, and we have to fill it with cheese. For my cook's choice, I'm actually doing the burger that got me here, and it's a smoked Gouda with caramelized onions and bacon. Who doesn't love that?
I've got all that ready. I've got one done, and I've got 2 more coming on.
I'm using these nice Ergo Chef knives, our Bama-Q knives. They're amazing. Look how amazing! I can't wait for them to taste it.
Teamwork paid off for Suzanne. She took first place in the first round of burger.
We're cooking something we've never done before. We're cooking a eat competition, which is ribs, brisket, and pork. And it is a turn-in that's completely unfamiliar to us, so we're trying something new. We're going to see what we can do to make that happen. And then tomorrow we're cooking the IBCA. Same 3 meats, completely different rule set, and we'll see what happens. And we got 10 minutes to get ribs in. Let's get them cut, let's get them in. All right, I'm gonna bring the presentation tray out here. That's a man on the mission. He knows how to cut a rib. We're ready to leave.
All right, here we go.
What'd I do? I didn't do a damn thing.
All 4 of the Bama-Q teams placed in the top 10 of the Eat division. Also, Tina's Eat score will count toward her final score in Fire and Ice.
Isn't that pretty? So today is Fire and Ice. It's part 1.
Right.
So we have to do our barbecue big meats, ribs, brisket, and butts.
Okay.
We're not doing chicken here this year because there's a chicken category for the chefs.
I'll touch it right here.
Right here, and you'll see how soft.
Oh yeah, it is.
So that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna put it and just hold it and let it breathe so the crust stays on it, because if you cover this up, it'll get mushy on the outside.
Right.
So just kind of let it breathe.
Right.
So, you know, we want to have that good bark because it was beautiful. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Maybe it'll come out as good as last year or better. First year was 4th.
Yes. And then last year you were 2nd.
Yeah.
So, hey, you know, you can use some more jewelry. After the first round, Tina grabs first place in Fire and Ice. The next day, 4 Bama-Q teams square off in the IBCA barbecue competition.
Are we about ready?
We're about ready. We got it up, Mike.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
luck. Good luck, everybody. Good luck.
Bobby, you're on your own today. Team is competing in the Cowboy Charcoal Fire and Ice Women's Barbecue. What's that like being on your own?
Well, it's going to be a little different. I mean, I've competed with her all these years, and, and today's my time to, start carving the meat and putting it in the box. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm kind of excited too.
And normally you guys are cooking KCBS style, but this time it's IBCA. How is that different?
The IBCA, well, we're only going to cook 3 meats today, which is good for me. So no chicken, but it's going to be beef brisket, pork ribs, and pork butts. And the turning times are a little different. You get a 20-minute window here at IBCA versus a 10-minute window at a KCBS contest.
All right. So how are you feeling about it? You feeling good? Are you excited?
Well, after yesterday, I mean, Tina did great, moved on to the top 5, and we got 5th in ribs, and she got 2nd overall.
What happens if you do well in this today?
If I do well in this, you would have to make the top 5 to move on tomorrow. And if this, say all the stars were aligned right, and I did, that means I have to find another rig to cook in tomorrow because Tina and I can't cook out of the same rig because she's already in the top 5. And if I make the top 5, then, but we'll worry about that if that happens. I'm not too worried about that right now. So.
Scott, you're on your own today because Susie is helping out with Fire and Ice with Tina, and she's also doing burger. What's that like without Susie?
Well, we did our initial contest yesterday. It was the Eat barbecue competition, and it's probably the first time I've cooked without Suzanne in about 12 years. She typically does our boxes, and she makes everything look good, so it's very challenging. I had to bring out some old skills, and I actually brought a couple of friends with me from another team.
You got Laddie.
I do.
Yeah, Laddie from Fat, Drunk, and Stupid. Wow.
I figured, I could fit in one of those categories, and I called these guys in the last minute and said, hey, we've got a situation here. Can you come help us out? And just like most barbecue people do, they dropped everything. They came down, set up. Today we're cooking IBCA, which I've never done before. It's 3 meats, and it's a blind turn-in box with no garnish, which makes it nice. It's a different judging pool. The judges are brought in off the streets, basically given a class, and they judge your food.
Bush Hogg's line of zero-turn mowers are turning heads as a solid investment you can depend on. And now, they have 48 months free interest on all models. So whether you're a lawn care professional who requires productivity and dependability, or a homeowner who wants professional results, there's a model to fit your needs. Bush Hogg equipment is built Bush Hogg tough in Selma, Alabama, and is sold locally by local qualified dealers since 1951.
Cook like a pro with Flame Boss. This popular temperature controller for charcoal grills and smokers is now available in an improved model, 500 Wi-Fi. The 500 has a larger display that shows the pit temp and 3 meat temps at once. Control the pit temp and monitor the meat temps from an app on your phone. Flame Boss is backed by a 1-year warranty on all parts and 30-day customer satisfaction guarantee. Get a Flame Boss and go pro.
Do you have problems with nasty flare-ups when grilling your food? Most grills are prone to flare-ups, and always at the wrong time, especially when you're grilling expensive, beautifully marbled ribeyes or anything wrapped with bacon. Grill grates are interlocking raised rail panels that form a new grilling surface on any grill. Juices drip into the valleys where they sizzle, vaporize, and smoke back as flavor. Champions, chefs, and restaurateurs have all embraced grill grates. You've got great grilling ahead. I guarantee it.
Your boys are at it again.
This is not your first time doing IBCA at
No,
World Food.
this is the second year. Yeah, we were 8th last year, and I really enjoyed the process and this kind of competition. I feel like my food and our flavor profile is real pleasing to the public, and we're going to overcook it a little bit today to make sure it's good and tender.
Right, because they're going to expect a little bit
and
different
they're not allowed
cook
to.
than
They're not
KCBS.
allowed to pick the meat up. Like the KCBS judge is allowed to grab that rib bone and put it on their scoring card. Well, here they have to use a plastic knife and fork to cut it and cut their sample. They're not allowed to pick the meat up. So we usually, I think the tenderness needs to be a little over in this kind of event because it goes through a 3-step brown too if you make it to the next table. So that meat may be turned in, but it may be final judge in 30 minutes. And we've got our Bama-Q teammates who are helping us. You know, I got Tony from Bush League helping me this weekend.
There's
Bob
a lot of
Bike's here, so
teamwork in barbecue.
Absolutely. It takes to put on a double contest like this. I mean, it's a big undertaking with the amount of meat you have to have, the prep. We're up in the middle of the night. I got Christian here helping man the fire. Without those guys helping me, it'd be impossible. I mean, and the volume of meat we're cooking. I mean, I cooked 2 briskets yesterday. I cooked 1 today, and 5 racks of ribs, and 5 pork butts today, and 5 yesterday. And so,
wow.
Yeah. So anybody hungry, y'all come on by.
Talk to me about your competition, because you got some different competition here.
Yeah, there's people from all over the country here. A big contingent of Texas teams, and we had some international. The Barbecue Weasel won the eat yesterday, so we got international
heard their
teams
name
here.
Last year too.
Yeah, he's a great cook. He's cooked at the Jack before against us. So yeah, they're good cooks. So you've got a real mixture of different teams. It's not the usual suspects around here, you know.
Bobby kicked butt, taking first place in the IBCA barbecue competition. Chester Lewis came in at 5th place. What are you guys making today?
Well, I'm going to do something that's called a spinellis.
Spinellis?
Spinellis.
Okay.
Which is captive ribeye, which is that little cut on a ribeye steak.
Oh,
It's like the edge that everybody eats, but this is the whole one.
It's so tender. If it's cooked good, it is so succulent and juicy.
Yeah.
So what else are you going to put with this? Brussels sprouts, and you got
asparagus, and we're going to do a home fry, which Susie better get busy on if it's going to be done on time.
Okay.
Susie's helping Tina out with vegetables, and we're checking in here to see how's it going, Susie.
I mean, I love doing this. I think this is a lot of fun. I had a great time doing it last year. It's a challenge. I mean, you know, I'm a home cook, not a, chef or anything like that. Like Tina, she's the brains behind all of this stuff.
This is the Gulf Coast shrimp, so these are called reds. So you got a little sweet,
and a little heat.
And a little heat. This is what I'm trying to get right here, is just some nice grill marks. This is grilled home fries. So it's little baby white fingerling potatoes, bell peppers, garlic salt, butter, and olive oil. Right here, I'm just trying to get some color.
So are you good with this, Tina? Like that much?
Yeah, as long as you think we got enough. Just
put some spice on it, yeah.
Tina smoked the competition, taking first place overall in Fire and Ice. Let's see how Suzanne does in round 2 of burger.
Our burger today is going to be a bacon avocado burger. We're going to incorporate some provolone cheese, some Roma tomatoes, and some sriracha mayo.
It's going to taste amazing.
We've got to do 10 burgers for the judges and 1 presentation burger, and we've got to garnish it all out on a couple of trays. You know, easy peasy. It's not rocket science. We're cooking a burger today. We're going to have a good time. We're just going to go in and run our plan, execute, and tonight we'll see how we do.
Suzanne's burger came close, finishing in 2nd place.
I had a dream, a beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seems. Up on stage, in the field of green, on the winding river, and a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery, where dreams come true.
Cooking great barbecue begins with the right fire. Consistent temperatures slowly bring out the best championship flavors. B&B charcoal is especially designed for cooks who take their barbecue seriously. When it's all natural, a little goes a long way. Available as wood fuel pellets, lump charcoal, briquettes, champion char logs, and hardwoods. Since 1961, family owned and operated in the heart of Texas. The consistent temperature of B&B charcoal will give you the championship edge.
After finishing in the top 5, the Bama-Q teams advanced to the finals. Oh, and they're cooking lamb.
I've got a lady in Huntsville, Alabama, Norvell Patton, and I want to make sure she gets full credit for a little lamb hors d'oeuvre recipe that just is knock your socks off. Presentation-wise, I really like it. How far do you go, how far over the top you go, or how just meat we did. Now, on our competition barbecue, we just strictly let the meat be on the platter, had a little simple greenery, but it was all meat. It was all meat, and it worked. This is our first time to do the eat competition. Kathy Swift has come on from Wild Bunch Buck Burners and been my sous chef and does a wonderful job. So it's been fun to watch her develop a tray out of my meat, so to speak. You know, here's the brown meat, and you do something with it. Hopefully we'll be able to bring one home for the Bama-Q team. We're looking forward to always taking care of our Bama-Q buddies.
Hey, Tommy.
Chess,
you ready?
I'm almost ready, brother.
All right, I got another batch I'm bringing back in. We've been marinating these, but
yeah, I'm ready.
we forgot to cut the fat off these. Don't lose all our marinade.
Daddy, I got this.
Do you know that we're cooking a bunch of chefs from Europe and all kind of crap, and a bunch of barbecue hacks from Alabama's gonna win this thing? Big Daddy, let's get these cut.
I'm working on it.
I'm gonna set these out here in the heat where they'll marinate. I'm proud of Tina and Bobby getting in, and we got in, and so we got 3 of the finalists of our Bama-Q cooks in this thing. So, we got a shot. We'll see what happens. Tony. We cooked our lamb outside on the grill and the grill grates. We got a good smoke in it, a little sear, and we got our side item here. Ron made up some cheese grits here, some good cheese grits, and yeah, we're letting the lamb rest. We cut it close. We did a couple of practice runs earlier, but now we're rolling. So,
Tony, let's put a quick wipe on these plates, and I'm gonna come in with these grits.
So we're about to get it done and see what they. I love the flavors. We'll see.
I'm gonna make Greek tacos because it seems simple. I could buy some pre-packaged and store-bought stuff where I didn't have to make it. I'm not a chef, I'm not a cook, so I just wanted to try to make it as easy as I can on myself. I got some guys that are from Texas. Tim and Joey were kind enough to join me and help me today, so they're out there doing a little bit of grilling. Our victory dinner was at Waffle House. And it was just, we both were just stunned, I mean, I expected her to do well, and for her to win that was fantastic. But I mean, both of us, couldn't believe that she had confidence in me that I could do it, but I didn't.
Tina, what you got going on here right now? How are you doing for time?
Terrible, because my side dish, I'm cooking on pits that we haven't, and I have never cooked on, so my side dish is not even barely warm. I'm cooking with a team, and Jackie was within Fire and Ice with me. I just met her for the first time while we were here, and we hit it off. And since Bobby and I can't cook on the same rig, they were kind enough to let me come and trash their rig.
What team are you cooking with then, or?
Well, what y'all call yourself under? Okay. Chupacabra. It's hard to say with an Alabama, Georgia accent.
Say it 10
It's
times
some kind of
fast,
little varmint animal that I guess it. What? Yeah.
How proud are you of Bobby last night winning first place?
Well, I can hardly talk, as you can hear my voice. I was so excited. I was trying to scream loud enough for him to hear me on stage. Being his first cook and to get 2 first place calls, I'm ecstatic. He says he's going to retire, though. So he's going to retire on top.
Everyone turned in lamb on time. After battling it out in barbecue for 3 days, now it's all about who gets their name called last on the World Food stage. The Bama-Q Pros rocked the World Food Championship stage this year with multiple calls in multiple categories. Congratulations to Tina Cannon for winning first place in Fire and Ice Women's Barbecue Competition, Suzanne Burton for winning second place in Burger, and Chester Lewis for fourth place in Barbecue. Join us next time as the Bama-Q Pros continue their tradition of slinging sauce, talking trash, and battling it out for the top awards.